the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Hey, check out my new tag team, baby, Monte the Pharaoh.
Hey, Jimmy, don't forget to tell them about Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast.
Well, you know what, I would, but you already did it.
It's Monte and the Pharaoh.
With Monte and Pharaoh.
The Monte and Pharaoh Show. Monte and Pharaoh, bro.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh. Monte and the Pharaoh.
The Monte and Pharaoh Show.
And you're watching the Monte and Pharaoh Show.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
With Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
It's Monte and the Pharaoh.
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 Monte and Pharaoh.
It's Monte and the Pharaoh.
And Monte and the Pharaoh. Oh, is it Monte and the Pharaoh?
Monte and Pharaoh.
The Monte and the Pharaoh Show.
The Monte and the Pharaoh. To the Monte and the Pharaoh Show. And it's Monte and the Pharaoh, baby.
Watching Monte and the Pharaoh.
With Monte and the Pharaoh. Monte and the Pharaoh. Oh, what a run.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Hey, cut the fucking music. When you want the best in professional wrestling, Long Island, there's only one place you're going to get it, right here.
Monte and the Pharaoh. Now, that's not just the coolest, and that's not just the best. That, my friends, is just incredible. Monte and the Pharaoh.
You've got the future Hall of Famer, that rocker, Marty Jannetty, MJ in the house, and I'm sitting here with two more future Hall of Famers, Monte and the Pharaoh. We're doing that stuff and we're gonna rock it.
Straight to the top. We're living this life, not just dreaming it, we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to live a better way.
Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Aqua.
Just dreaming and we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to live a better way. From the time that I was young, yes, from a little and I grow. My mama tell me, son, don't let the world tell you say no. Cause in life there will be times that they will try to hold you back. You have to be the best you can to get the paper stack. And I make nobody work you out to the day you good. You have to take the time and enjoy life rest of it. Vacation when you can, or even just watch a sunset. Just make sure say you're happy at it. Straight to the top. We're living this life, not just dreaming, and we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to live a better way. Straight to the top. We're living this life, not just dreaming, and we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to This tune is called Mr. Montauk. He wasn't Mr. A or Mr. B, but he was Mr. C. Didn't this part his world and then he mastered me. Coming and his going was a mystery. Didn't take no effort with the language literally. I could never ever skip a G. So this song is a tribute to the legendary. He's not exalted like the Trinity, but he's so cool. Everybody wanna be like Mr. Montauk. He's gonna take you for a ride. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life. Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take you for a ride. Yeah. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life. Time in about Africa, the special needs for the princess, prince, and even a celebrity. You need a picture, call him up and you will see. He'll take you anywhere across the seven seas. Hit the spot, treat you right, call him up. He's your king, he's your guy. Just get the rhythm and it'll be off at the place. Cause like little greasy got holes in different areas. Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take you for a ride. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life. Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take you for a ride. Yeah. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life, your life, your life. She said, never have I ever met a guy like him. He treats me like a queen, should be treated by a king. He picks me up and turns me around and makes me sing. Yeah! Fire! Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take it for a ride. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life. Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take it for a ride. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life. Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take it for a ride. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life, your life, your life. Mr. Montauk, he's gonna take it for a ride, yeah, yeah. Mr. Montauk, give you the ride of your life, your life, your life, yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Woo! Oh my God. With that, we'll be back with our special guest, Long Island's own Aqua Cherry and pro wrestling superstar Andrew Anderson after this commercial break.
Woo!
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Produced at Indie Music TV here in Ronkonkoma, Long Island. At the board is our super producer, Matt, who's been put under the stress of this show.
What about Chris?
Yeah,
What about Chris?
What about Chris?
He's sweating bullets over there. He looks good, though. He looks good.
To the right is the star of the show, Jimmy Pharaoh. Jimmy,
How you doing?
how you doing?
I don't know. I'm doing good. We got the rock and wrestling thing going on here.
Got a
tonight.
little
You
rock
can't
and
get
wrestling going on?
You know, the rock
Or
reggae.
reggae and wrestling?
Rock reggae, whatever.
It's a big moment for us, man.
It is?
We've been trying to get this show done for a long,
Yeah,
long time.
I guess it
right,
is.
Right before the COVID era, right, Andrew?
Oy.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. I'm right here.
That's me. Well, it is Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Anderson. There you go.
I usually do the public service announcements. You know, wearing a mask is appropriate, and if you don't wear one, I'm gonna come to your house and punch your mother in the mouth.
Wait a minute. My mom wears a mask. She's getting hit anyway?
No, it's
This
if
is
you're
rough.
not wearing the mask, you get hit.
It's a
Come
stick,
on.
brother. It's a
Oy.
strict.
My mom takes these things seriously.
I know she
sorry.
does.
Yeah. But wait a minute. Anyway, go on, Mike.
All right, so let's introduce the band members of
Yeah.
Long Island's own Aqua Cherry.
Let's do that.
Lead vocals, Chad White. Chad, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Very well, thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, my friend?
I am tall, dark, and Jamaican.
Tall, dark, and Jamaican.
Never would
I
have
hail
guessed.
from
Go
Jamaica,
on.
West Indies. Yes, it's true. I'm in a band called Aqua Cherry, and I'm wearing a mask because, you know, COVID. And it's like Andrew says, do this. It's important. But for me, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you guys for having us on the show. We've been kind of cooped up like the rest of everyone, but you know, it's good to be able to come out and do something and provide some music for ourselves and our fans and, you know, the rest of the world, you know, the people that you entertain, and hope to be soon fans of ours too. You know, just happy to be here. Thank you.
We're happy to have you. But, you know, I was telling Stu yesterday, ever since you guys allowed us to use your song as our intro song, our show reached heights, right, Andrew?
Oh, yeah.
Number one pro wrestling
Number one
show
pro
on
wrestling
the
show.
internet right now, right?
Right now, yep.
Awesome.
And thank you, Aqua Cherry.
Very welcome. Thank you for choosing our song.
By the way, I love how you give me names that I'm going to have nightmares over. Let me see if I got this right, because also on vocals, there's Courtney. I've got that part correct. Let me see if I get this right. Karamaniko?
Oh, very close, very close.
Was I close?
Caramanico, just the way it's
Caramanico.
spelled.
See,
I would
like,
have
made
said
it sound so
Caramanico
much
like
more
that.
Well,
No
I'm
like,
sure
you
if
know,
you were in Italy, it would be pronounced
Yeah.
Caramanico.
Yeah,
But
all right.
since I've never been there, it's Caramanico.
Yeah, I do the fancy schmancy on there.
Yeah, just
Hey.
when the bill collectors call the house, you know. Oh, I don't know that last name. 'Cause they always bash it.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Court.
Well, I've been singing in the band for about 3 years. Met these guys, just kind of like all came together. We were in the local scene. Currently, this is the only gigs we got going. COVID-19 has left me unemployed, so you guys hiring? I got lots of degrees. So, yeah, basically, I've been singing in chorus since I was in high school and middle school, and linked up with these guys, and we've been kind of just melding together ever since, and I think, you know, we've gotten a pretty good connection over the couple of years, and we got a really tight crew now, so we're just really happy to be here and able to show you guys.
Sweet. Mikey?
Oh, you're going to hit me with this, huh?
Yeah, you get to pronounce a name. Go
All
for
right.
it.
You're a real piece of work.
We should have talked to them before. Hey, how do you say your name? Because I don't know how you say your name.
Who's Rob?
Yeah, so you said a real piece of work, and I immediately know you were talking about my last name.
Exactly. So how do I pronounce your last name, Rob?
It is Pietrak. It's sort of like
Wow.
the Z is silent. So
Boy,
it's one of those Polish stuff.
We both
let's hear it one more time.
Pietrak.
Pietrak. Okay.
Nice.
So tell us, how did you end up with the band?
Well, I like to. I don't know. I'm a person who wears a lot of hats, whether it's in production and playing music and recording music, and you know, I've always just kind of thrown myself at the endeavor as much as I can, and I guess this band kind of took notice, and they asked me to come on to a practice, and then ever since then, you know, I mean, you know, then all of a sudden I just woke up one morning and I was here, and now I'm here.
Nice.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Absolutely. How about on guitar? We have Zach Pappendeich. Did I get that right?
I was going to say
you didn't
You
want me to
guys,
say
you
it
guys
the
are
other way,
like batting.
did you?
I was
They're
going to
like
say
batting a
pandemic,
thousand,
but
massacring the names.
All right, go on. How do you say this correctly? Hold on. Pappendick.
Pappendick,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. For once, it looks like it sounds. You know, I'm like, what the? I can't.
Oh my
I
God.
can't anymore. Zach, tell us a little bit about yourself now that I know how to pronounce your name.
Well, I've been playing guitar for. Ooh, I don't have the mic.
We don't usually give them the
I
mic. so
don't
we
know
usually
how to
just-
use the
years
button.
now.
If you don't know how to use the mic, I don't feel bad about knowing how to pronounce your name. Go on.
It's all good. I saw these guys out at a bar,
Okay.
and I said, I think I could do that. So.
Well, you certainly are doing it very
yeah,
well.
I said,
Very
you know,
well.
if you ever need me on guitar,
There you
hit me
go.
up, and about a week later.
A week later. Nice.
That was about a year and a half ago.
There you go. Nice. It's kind of taken off, huh? Sweet. Sweet.
And at bass, Stu Suchik.
We got the name right?
It's Suck It.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it.
That's it.
Wait a minute. Well, hold on a second. You got Pappin, Dick, and Suck It. Right next to each other, too. This is good. This is good.
Any second now,
You're giving me
DX is gonna
ammo
come
for the
down
rest
through
of the
the
show.
roof. It's just
You guys
like-
are giving me ammo for the rest of the show.
This is unbelievable.
So,
Do you know how to use the mic?
We do not give Stu the
Of
microphone.
course, his name is Suck
For
It.
reasons like this. We don't give Stu
Oh,
the
this
microphone.
is out of
but-
control.
Listen to
Road,
me.
give me a
Does he
mic.
know how to use the mic? His name is Suck It.
It's Suchit.
Disorder in the court. Disorder in the court.
So, Stu, are you the founding member of the band?
It's Chad and I.
Okay.
Yeah, we were the original rhythm section.
How far back are we talking?
About 100 years.
100 years.
9 years is how
you guys
far we
look
go
great
back
for your
there.
age. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so
it's not 11.
Wow.
That would make me like 90. So I play bass, and they found me on the side of the road. Actually, I don't know how to play bass, according to Courtney.
But it all starts with you two. So how did this all start with you two?
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
So basically,
I'm glad it turned out safe.
Yeah. No. Well, so this
No,
is
that's
before all the weirdness.
Okay.
Got, this is 10 years and change apparently.
Right.
So I was staying with a gentleman named Derek, who I met on Craigslist for a room to rent.
Okay.
This is weird. And basically, he started a band with Stu.
Okay.
And I drummed, and I lived at the house. I basically moved in.
I saw you drumming when I first came in. You're good at that too. Go on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go on.
So we were drumming, and I was drumming basically, and he asked me to come and show his drummer how to play a song. And I thought that was really weird, but
Yeah,
I showed up and I was like, yeah, I'll play this one song, and then eventually it didn't work out with that drummer. I got inducted, and then Stu had been there from the original, who they met on Craigslist also. I kind of watched the band form, went to the first show and all that, and then eventually was in the band, and then did a whole stint as a 4-piece with a bunch of different people, totally different music, playing like reggae, rock and roll, funk, blues, and all sorts of stuff.
So
just whatever we felt
you
like.
came in as Phil Collins, but then they figured out Phil Collins can sing.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Well,
Very interesting.
no, they basically said, "Hey,
teach this
we're
guy
gonna
how to
quit the
be Phil
band."
Collins.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
And I learned how to play drums and learned how to sing. And then Derek left and moved to California. It was like, oh, we're gonna quit the band, and then we just kept meeting. So I was like, all right, I'll sing the songs. And then eventually, Steve was like, you shouldn't play drums anymore.
He keeps saying that.
It's very true. You said we should get a drummer because you're better in front. And I was like, I don't want to hear that. I want to play
you're
drums.
just more natural in front. It's like it's your thing.
You hear this?
Speaking of drums, and I'm afraid at this point to say anybody's name. I'm going to try again, but that's okay. Get ready to throw a stick at me, John, because we have John Saldo. Do I?
Yep.
Yeah! It's a miracle! What do I was going to ask, what do I win? I win a cheesy song. Oh, my God. John, tell us about yourself. How long you been in the band?
A little over 3 years.
Okay.
And, I've been involved with this group, the Scofflaws, another group.
Oh my Lord!
Legendary
Scofflaws.
And
legendary Scofflaws.
They got introduced to me through that band, kind of.
We have probably crossed paths way back. We'll have to talk after the show. That's Scofflaws. We've crossed paths.
Look at this. Look at the Pharaoh putting himself over.
Oh,
always.
What? Going back a quarter of a century? You're gonna have to get me some freaking something to keep me awake going back that far. Anyway, so that's the band. And what's this? Wait a minute! I don't see another name here. What's going on?
Looks like I set you up again.
He set me up. No, it was your turn. You didn't set me up. You set yourself up. So who's the guy back there that you didn't put the name?
There he is.
Johnny Potts.
This is wrong.
My name is Johnny Potts.
Johnny Potts.
Like Rob, wear many hats, play around the scene, and they happened to abduct me too on the side of the road.
Is that what happened?
A package.
Wait a minute. Wait, Johnny. Just now? Is that why you're not on the list? Did they grab you on the way here? Or?
Well, they're in the band the better half of 3 years. I'm in the band the better half of like maybe 3 weeks.
Oh my God! They did grab him off the side of the road. You play very well for a guy who was grabbed off the side of the road. Oy, this is crazy. Well, now that my partner has set me up to goof up for a change, what else you got for me, Monty?
So where do you come up with the name Aqua Cherry?
So remember, there's a whole other band, Aqua Cherry, before this one became this band. The guy Derek Gross was the original lead singer of the band, and it's still a mystery as to why he came up with the name Aqua Cherry. But since then, and now this is going to kind of go on to people to kind of figure it out because I can't really tell you. Think about the words aqua and the words cherry and kind of what they make you feel. And it's that. It's all about just, you say the word Aqua Cherry, it feels sexy, it brings good music, it brings good vibes, big Aqua Cherry energy, right? So when you feel that, think about the words themselves, just what hits.
Like emotion and sweetness.
Mm-hmm. So and that's how I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave the rest on the people.
There you go. Describe the current scene. How difficult is it today to get your original music out to the masses?
Well, COVID, I mean.
Well, but let's say before COVID, is there a scene? Just curious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely on Long Island, there's a big scene.
There is. That's
Now, do you guys travel outside of Long Island?
Yeah, we've done Montauk, which is still Long Island, but we've done a lot of stuff upstate Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Hopefully, we might still be able to get to Michigan. We have one gig in September, a festival, so that's kind of on, like, yeah. Also, to New Hampshire, Maine, so kind of East Coast-ish.
Yeah, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire. Like the summer was scheduled for all the New England area. And
how about Greenwich Village? Have you done any of
we
that?
definitely hit there. A lot of New York City. I mean,
We've played the Bitter End. We love that place.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
it's great.
Yeah, Arlene's Grocery. Yeah, the legendary spot.
Monty's.
Bitter End.
We played Corona Queens.
Well, you don't want to play
We actually,
Corona.
No, you don't want to play Corona Queen.
We're actually the designated Mile 13 band for the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
Really?
Every year for the last, is it 2 or 3? 2 years. We set up right by the what bridge? It's on McGinnis Boulevard, I believe. Pulaski Bridge, that's it. And we set up right there and cheer in the runners. You know, it's the halfway point, so we do a whole music show right there for the runners.
Get them motivated with music.
Exactly.
Very
yeah,
cool.
keep it going.
On the couch is pro wrestling superstar Andrew Anderson. Andrew, thank you for coming down, my friend.
What's up, brothers?
Have you guys ever seen a guy that big?
What? What? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Only because every guy is bigger than me.
Andrew, what's been going on, brother?
Oh man, same shit, different day. COVID, like the last time I was here.
So you're in two different industries, right? And you make your money off of fans coming to see you, and obviously you all have this tremendous talent. How is COVID affecting all of you guys?
It's killing us. It's killing us. We rely on it. We're attendance performers. We're gig performers. So whether it's wrestling or being a musician, you're in the same predicament, you know. So
have you had to rely on? Obviously, you have an impressive resume. Since you've been denied the opportunity to perform in front of an audience and be an entertainer for pay, how are you getting by?
Podcasts, interviews, internet magazines.
Oh, by the way, I caught you on a really shitty podcast like last week. Just so you know.
I bet somebody knew that was going to be said. Didn't they?
I got the feeling because it happened the other way too. So.
Are you guys
at least you let me talk.
Well, first of all, we're not a podcast, right? We're a broadcast.
That's true. We're a television show, first of all.
How do you guys earning your keep, like trying to keep viable?
So we haven't really done anything because, you know, some of us have family members who we can't expose ourselves to you know, COVID. So we laid low for a very long time, and then about a week before Father's Day, we got in my backyard and we all jammed out for a little bit, and that's been our first interaction as a band. You know, we just laid low. And
how long was the layoff?
I would say about 3 months.
How hard was it on your guys' creative juices? Because I know when you're a band, you got the thing rolling, you're creating together, and then all of a sudden,
I'm pretty sure I could say that like all of us mentally were depressed, right?
Stressed. I'm still feeling stressed and rusty.
It's hard too.
Hey,
It would be like if Andrew got back in the ring out of nowhere.
Don't, Monty. I know what you're saying.
What?
He was thinking it's not a tan, it's ring rust. It is not. I got in the ring. I've been getting in the ring up at East Coast Pro Wrestling, up in Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey, bumping around, doing some stuff. You know, at the time they weren't allowing contact, so I was
trying to stay loose.
Yeah, staying loose, knock my back into place. You know.
You guys obviously practice privately, but to not have that together feel, and of course you probably needed to get to the gym to bump with somebody.
I have no gyms in Jersey. I live in Jersey,
right?
And you know, it's there's no gyms open. I'm working out with resistance bands, medicine balls, push-ups, walking my dog. Like last time we talked, I'm walking up in the hills and the stairs all over through the woods of the town. Believe it or not, I don't know why my town has like 300 stairs through the woods, but it pays off. It's an easy cardio workout. So
yes.
You know.
Well, to fully answer your question, I would like to kind of point it to Rob also, because like yes, we came back with creative juices, and we banged out 2 new songs, like actually 3 new songs, and like since we got back, because it's been pent up, right?
Made the most
but
of
then also Rob is a part of a community that he heads up with another friend of ours. I'm gonna let him talk about that.
Yeah, well, at the very least, sort of when all this COVID stuff hit, I saw it was sort of an opportunity to kind of really start to build like the virtual landscape and to start to kind of still be able to bring people together, even if we're like separated and apart from each other. And a lot of what you guys are doing here with your show is a big part of that. Is like, you know, even if we are separated and even if we don't necessarily have all of the means to like really kill it as much as we all are capable of, that through things like this and through productions like this and through what we're capable of, you know, that we can still come together as our communities are, and you know, and still be able to build a community itself. And it's a tough time, but as long as we're able to kind of like keep together and stay together and, you know, keep going at it, you know, like we'll get through this. We're strong and we'll prevail.
So his thing that he's doing is called virtually broadcasting together. I'm just throwing that in there because it's important. As it's happening, you know, COVID is still a thing. It's going to be going for a while, it seems. Hopefully not too much longer, but he provides an avenue for you to go and see some live music from the community, the music scene. That's, you know, people will go on there and still perform. He has an open mic, I think, every Wednesday night.
Yeah, bi-weekly, every Wednesday.
Right.
We just had one. We just had one yesterday, actually, with the lead singer of Gnarly Karma, who's another really great band from this area.
Okay.
Yeah, and so yeah, we do what we can, and you know, I know, at least I feel in my heart that that's where my fight needs to be, and I'm still gonna keep fighting it. So yeah. If anyone's interested, it's BBT Live, or bbtlive.org is our website and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and get back to our special guest, Aqua Cherry, and the great Andrew Anderson. All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monte The Pharaoh, seen every Thursday, produced out of Indie Music TV in Ronkonkoma, New York. Remember, everybody, Monte The Pharaoh can be seen on YouTube, Facebook Live, Monte The Pharaoh page, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, Twitch TV, the Monte The Pharaoh page, RTF Sports Network every Friday, 6 to 7 p.m., where their anchor show, and the rerun is run Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. Also catch us on Channel 115 every Tuesday from 8:30 to 9 p.m. on the reduced Monte and the Pharaoh show, which these two guests will be on the up-and-coming show. And for early risers on Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6:30 at Channel 115. And if that's not enough, Channel 20, Friday mornings, that's just a few hours away at 1:30 a.m. Before we hear from Aqua Cherry with another couple of songs, Jimmy and I would like to take a moment to show respect for the people who have lost their lives and the people who are in the front lines during this time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Aqua Cherry.
not a freak because you want it, not unique because you need it. You see it, can't believe it, fall asleep and even dream it. Underneath, between the sheets, caress and feels of freeness. Should I read between the lines before you sign to disagreement? The love you used to get, you not gonna get it no more. Detrimental till you else still not gonna get it no more. Me dip on a level, every day I know this for sure. You want to leave me gone, so now you're free to explore.
It's been a while now, yet you're still wanting more. I gave you all I had.
All I had.
Feed your needs.
Feed your needs.
And your love, your love, your love.
Love, love, love.
It brought me pleasure.
Pleasure.
It brought pleasure.
Pleasure.
It brought pleasure to me. I care that drink is in your head. Wish you would just understand what's more important than me. Could have been a better man. Didn't have to put your hand and live with pleasure. But there's no more pleasure for you.
You're not a freak because you want it, not unique because you need it. You see it, can't believe it, fall asleep and even dream it. Underneath, between the sheets, caress and feels of freeness. Should I read between the lines before you sign the disagreement? Yes, the love used to get it, not gonna get it no more. Detrimental till the else, then not gonna get it no more. But them on a different level, better know this for sure. You won't believe you're gone, so now to free you explore.
It's been a while now, and you're still wanting more. I gave you all I had.
All I
to
had.
feed your needs.
Feed your needs.
And your love, your love, your love.
Love, love, love.
It brought me pleasure.
Pleasure.
But there's no more pleasure.
Pleasure.
But there's no more pleasure for you and me. For you. There's no more pleasure. No more pleasure. Me and you. There's no more pleasure. No more pleasure for me.
Yeah, baby. Yes, yes.
That's a new tune we've been working on. It's called Been a While.
Burn out the hypocrites, not borrowed liars. Just watch your back because behind it they'll conspire. If you're not careful, them will fling you in a fire. Yo, yes. Yes, a long time me see them for everything. Me give them a plot and a track and a watch. Them a brief on the end like say me and them a friend, but a plan them a make for a trap. You know the brain machinate and a scheme and a wait and a date and a time for attack. And a matter of the brain they can't cause delay. I and I just a teeth for adapt. Yo, the thing when burn them most is how them creeping, crawling close. I try to go on like them support the growth. Deep inside them warm with float face down. Cause they want to find I grown. When we get them I'm let off a shot. I know them ladies get good talk. Listen, big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Deutschland, Tokyo and New York. No matter how it stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Listen, big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Deutschland, Tokyo and New York. No matter how it stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Yeah. Burn out the hypocrites, not par with liars. Just watch your back because behind it they'll conspire. If you're not careful, them will fling you in a fire. Fire, 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 yo. Yes. Hey, them a praise for your trips and them drop it on a brick on your head, make it bust to the split. I'm tell them if you stop and they just walk quick, cap a shot, I got fire from the clip. When them start to feel pain on the wet block, rain rock them man like music. Them shoulda never mess with the one who said them come legend because the thing when burn them was creeping, crawling close. Driving one like them support. Deep inside them one with blood face down. They want to find my crown. When we get your mama let off a shot. Blow! I know the lineage we could on. Listen, big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Deutschland, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how we stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Listen, big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how we stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Yeah. Yo, I serve you notice now. You cannot harm me again. Your female dog traits can't stop me dog from walking. Yo, big up my real friends, yeah, and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how we stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Listen, big up my real friends, yeah, and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how we stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. 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 With arms extended, we help each other walk.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Real friends.
Oh, my God. Nice. Thank you so much. Incredible. Pharaoh.
Good job, guys.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
Small
Great
kit,
job.
big sound. I like that. Very Chad Smith of you.
Big sound.
It's good. Nice.
Small kid, big sound.
I'm a big drummer fan, man. I love drums. So
Me
I
too.
could tell, man.
Me too, says Ringo. Oh, my God. I can't anymore. Oh, my God. Guys, I got to ask. Aqua Cherry is clearly about unity and social consciousness, obviously. Would you guys mind speaking about your feelings on the Black Lives Matter movement? Because there's nothing more at the forefront right now in consciousness and news than there is that right now. Any thoughts?
I'm going to let some of the white people in this band talk about it.
Very nice.
I'm probably the worst white person to talk about this because I've never grew up in a white neighborhood, so I wouldn't really know that.
Okay.
I grew up in Amityville, New York. It's a very multiracial town and cultures from all over. Although kind of segregated through North and South, which is unfortunate, we do only have one school system, which means that everybody in Amityville goes to one school district. The school district happens to be predominantly black, so I'd say 90%. So I went to a school that was basically centered around a lot of black culture, Jamaican and Haitian to be exact. So I kind of grew up learning all that music. It kind of shaped me into the musician and into the band I am in today. And if it wasn't for those kind of cultures and that kind of upbringing, I wouldn't have the knowledge I have today of those cultures and that upbringing. So my advice to people of other cultures is to just get to know other cultures.
Does it frustrate you that other white folks who didn't grow up in that kind of area that they don't get it?
It does. It's time to educate. It's not time to segregate. It's not time to be on left side, right side, up or down. It's time to educate. We are one nation, and no matter what, we're here. So whether you like people or not, they're going to be here. So just get over it and start to learn about their cultures. I mean, we all eat ethnic foods. You like the food, right? So why don't you get to know the culture too?
The music.
And the music. So you like reggae bands? Predominantly, a lot of our audience are white, male, female audiences. It's kind of funny if they're, on the left side where they're not for. So we'd love to have fans around us that appreciate life and love and unity just the same way we do. So we hope that everybody just gets to take advantage of, education on that.
Anybody else in the care to chime in?
Well, at the very least, there's a lot of forces that exist within like our current culture, within world culture as well, that like sort of seek to divide the people and sort of preach against the brotherhood that we all have as like human beings. And at the very least, I would say that, you know, what is happening right now and the changes that people are seeing and the fact that people are like, you know what, I'm tired of being pushed down. I'm tired of being subjugated like this. You know, it's something that speaks to that creed of brotherhood, you know, for everybody, you know. And so I would say that at the very least, you know, that standing up for those that are less fortunate, standing up to those that need to be stood up for and need to have that voice is important, you know. And it's important not just for those people that need it most or for the communities that need it most, but it's important for all of us, you know. And you know,
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson, you want to weigh in?
Why can't we all just get the hell along, man? That's what I say.
Agreed.
You know what? We're all human beings, and right here we're all Americans, you know? So that's one thing, you know? I mean, that's what I got to say. And the most important thing that I say is, in November, get out and vote.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't want to be left out. I just wanted to hear them talk first.
By all means.
So, I'm black, you know.
Whoa.
Dude, I matter. Come on. I matter. So, like, as far as
I was sure it was a killer. I was sure it was a killer tan. But go on.
You know, and people saying, "Oh no, blue lives matter," or this or that. It's like, people, come on, seriously, stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me saying my life matter does not mean that Rob's life doesn't matter. Or any other people here.
Why do you think it's Why do you think it's taken that way?
Because all right, so cognitive dissonance is a very true thing. It happens. It's happened to me personally. It happens to every human being that is alive. If you don't want to see something, you will not see it. If you are not open to something, you will not see it. So what I'm suggesting to the masses out here is stop listening to so much of your media telling you how to think.
Oh, yeah.
And think about just how you experience. You go out and you see someone do nice for someone else. It doesn't matter how they look, what they're doing. You see something nice, and like 2 kids are playing. Doesn't matter what color they are. It's beautiful. You smile. Your heart smiles. It feels good, right? So embody the child that doesn't see hate, see any differences, any categories, religion, color, skin, you know, any of that. Be a human being and treat others as well as you want to be treated. If you see someone not being treated right, think about it. Think about it. Black people don't want to be rise above and be the one to take over. And I feel like that's a lot of the fear. And it's understandably so, because someone always wants to rule, right? And they're always telling you that someone wants to rule. But real talk, black people just want to be left the hell alone. Just stop trying to hold a dude down. Because I'm just like, I have a son that is half white, and I don't want to teach him to hate his mom.
There you go.
I don't want to teach him to hate anyone. He's
There you go.
He's supposed to be able to grow up and be a human being and experience life. And I understand the history of how this whole world was taught to not like some people at this moment, then love them the next, and so forth. And it's going to change for black people, and we're going to hate someone else. How about we try to stop all of that?
Right.
And just be the utopian society that we can be. You know, I mean, it sounds naive, but it isn't.
You guys are a bit younger than us, so do you feel it's your generation may be the ones to make America what America was based on?
I feel like it's the younger generation, to be honest, more than our generation.
So I think all the generations help.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
because
we started.
you know, your generation empowered our generation. We empower the next one, and so forth. That's how it is. You know, you just keep the telephone line going and keep the truth going, and let people learn the positivity that turns the world for real and love. You know, spread that.
I think it's also like to an extent, like it's not even about like which generation. It's all of us. You know, every generation. Because even like there are parts. All of the people that exist within society, like we all fit together to create society itself. And there are different roles for each generation to play and each person to play, depending on who they are, where they come from, and their experience. And you know, so it's sort of. I guess it's sort of like, it's not even just like up to one generation. It's up to all of them. It's up to all of us to kind of grow.
There's a lot of musicians in the room. Andrew, of course, yourself, you're a musician too. Most people don't even realize this, but Andrew's a hell of a rocker.
I'm not a musician, by the way. Okay.
But
No. You played the flute a few times.
Leave the skin flute out of this. That's not even amplified.
No,
what are you talking about?
Okay, you know. This is unbelievable. Well, I thought I was a plumber once.
Once. Anyway, as I was saying, you guys, there's a lot of musicians in the room. Do you feel that Woodstock was almost as close as we ever came as a society to actually getting it? And what do you think went wrong?
Bring it back.
Because it seemed pretty close. It seemed like a lot of people were trying to get together on the same page, and something went awry in the 70s. Do you think it can really happen again?
The people with the power want to divide us. That's how they rule us. And that's
Nice.
It's the media. I think it's media. I think a lot of it's media.
I haven't watched TV in months.
It's
just
everything
insane.
except the actual people.
I had more peace in my life during this COVID-19 pandemic when I stopped watching CNN. I stopped watching Fox. I stopped watching everything. And you know what I started watching?
This Is Us?
Reruns of Star Trek, man. Everybody was happy in there. It was
go.
multiracial, man.
And what's the lesson learned in Star Trek?
Peace,
Exactly what
love,
we're trying
and
to
everything.
we're trying
You know
to
what I'm saying?
get
It's
done
just-
here.
It was harmony.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Come on, man.
Mike, what
Well,
else
I
you
sound
got
like
for
one of the hippies.
our,
Come on, man.
What else you got for our esteemed guests
Well,
here?
we're running out of time. Got time for one more song?
Oh, sweet.
Want to go two? Yeah. Can we get Andrew Anderson on the stage
Absolutely.
with you?
Yeah, let's do one more first. And then we'll
Okay.
get one in.
All right, so we're going to take
Andrew,
a quick...
warm up those
all right,
pipes.
we're going to take a quick
Hold on a
commercial
second. I'm
break,
a
do
plumber.
one
My
song,
pipes are
and then
always
we'll bring
warmed up.
Andrew up, okay?
We'll be
All
right back.
We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monte and the Pharaoh, seen every Thursday, produced out of Indie Music TV in Ronkonkoma, New York. And here's Aqua Cherry.
Yeah! Woo! That tune is called Some of Love. It's a title track to our album. Available online everywhere.
I love that
Love,
song.
Andrew. Don't let me down. You're good. So this one goes out to all the fans in Aqua Cherries that wanted us to perform Don't Let Me Down when we were on Great South Bay Music, on the Live After Live virtual stream. And you guys voted for this, but you didn't get it because the other guys won. But this is for you.
Give me a sec. 1, 2, ready?
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Nobody's ever loved me like you do. Like you do. Oh, like you do. And if somebody loves me like you do, like you do, oh, like you do.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
'Cause I'm in love.
Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Wow, unbelievable. Oh, my God. Incredible.
Thank you so much.
Woo! Andrew Anderson and Aqua Cherry live on Monte and
you
the
all.
Pharaoh.
All right, guys, real quick.
Thank you so
Andrew,
much.
hang out. Andrew, can you hang out up there real quick?
Yeah, stay right there.
Any words from each of you to your fans, where they could catch you? Any shameless plugs you want to give?
Oh, listen. Southwest Wrestling Entertainment, Southwest Wrestling Fury, actually, out Texas. I miss my Texas family. I'll be back soon before you know it. You can catch them on CW33 and on Dallas Fort Worth, on Roku, Fight TV, and the Action Channel. A lot of good stuff going on there. You're going to catch me August 8th in Woonsocket, Rhode Island for New World Wrestling Extreme. So I'll be there, and God, I can't even. A couple of cancellations. Chiller Theater was canceled for October. Just found out that the Cauliflower Rally Club in Vegas was canceled. But there's a lot of good stuff going on. In the meantime, you'll find me on podcasts. You'll probably see me again on Monte and the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what I think the fans really want?
What's
They
that?
want to see me put the Pharaoh through a table at least once.
Next show.
The Frank?
I gotta get the tablecloth off the table though.
You're gonna have to peel me off the table too.
Chad Liebman, where can we see Aqua Cherry in the future?
So we're working on setting up streaming because who knows how long this is gonna go. But we're working on setting up streams for the fans, and that's gonna happen very quickly. We're actually like turning the wheels on that. We're gonna be doing when? August 20th. We'll be at Westbury. What's that plaza? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all the stuff. Follow us online. Just Google Aqua Cherry. That happens there. And you'll see where we'll post everything where we do. You know.
We are also open and available for outdoor legal booking shows. So if you guys have any shows you want us to play outdoors in parks and driveways and anywhere that you'd like, we are a working
do a
band.
rock and reggae reunion, sort of.
I think that we would love to do
we should
something
do
like that.
I think we should
That would be
We
awesome.
should get a ring as soon as this thing breaks, have a wrestling show, and a rock show.
I'm
and a
not
reggae
going
show.
through the table at intermission.
No, you'll go through
I'm
the table.
not-
You'll go in the studio.
Oh,
right
during
here.
the
in
performance?
the studio, yeah. No mattresses and nothing for you, pal.
I can only perform this trick once, but I'm going to use this because you let me have it.
Oh
so.
yeah. By the way, that's the
Good luck
golden
to you.
spike.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I think
That was actually embedded in a lot of people's
Yeah,
foreheads.
wrecked them. Damn near killed them.
Anyway, Monte the Pharaoh, where people make friends. Anyway,
Hey, there you go.
You've been watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling
#1.
broadcast. Monte the Pharaoh. I want to thank Aqua Cherry, and I want to thank Andrew Anderson. What an incredible show!
Thank you.
Monte the Pharaoh will be back this Saturday, July 18th, with WWE
right.
superstar Virgil in
Virgil!
studio from 1 to 3 o'clock. And on July 23rd, ECW superstar Justin Credible will be in studio. Monte the Pharaoh can be seen on YouTube, Facebook Live on the Monte the Pharaoh page, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, Twitch TV, Monte the Pharaoh, RTF Sports Network. Fridays from 6 to 7 p.m., their Anchor show, Channel 115, every Tuesday, 8:30 to 9 p.m., where you'll get this reduced version of this show.
That's right. Nice and
Right.
spiffy. Go on.
Early risers, 6 a.m. to 6:30 on Channel 115, on Channel 120, Friday mornings at 1:30. This has been Mike Monte.
This is the Pharaoh. Keep rocking and rolling, and we'll see you Saturday with Virgil. Later.